tried to RuneScape Classic, it was good to me. Finished every quest it had, easy as 1, 2, 3. 22 full years of questing to make some deaths forevermore. RuneScape 3 Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, questing through 2004. Welcome back to August 9th, 2004. And we have already gotten a total level here. Because this is in 2023 time, the release date of Necromancy. It's been a super casual 16 hours playing so far today. And we've gotten to a point where I can safely and easily AFK some more yew trees on this account. Gotten up to 84 woodcutting. No unlocks. Necromancy is going to be interesting, but that is not for another 19 years or something. Anyways, destroy this clue scroll. That doesn't exist. I'm just going to be here, chopping yew trees while doing Necromancy. 76 fletching. That is Dragonbane, Walasaki Bane, Basilisk Bane, Abyssal Bane arrows, and the Corpse Thorn longbow. Bane arrows. Interesting. Don't exist. 85 woodcutting. That is bloodwood trees and wood box capacity increase. We're kind of at the point here, especially with like woodcutting, where we're not going to actually have any new things that exist. Would have been only at 75 with magic trees, which has changed to 80. We're at 85. Just chop trees faster, I guess. It's still something. 77 fletching. Rune, and in quotes here, brutal arrows, and Catagon arrows. Not the kind of rune arrows we need, or can use. 86 woodcutting. Nothing. 78 fletching. That is Corpse Thorn, Staff and Wand in Dungeoneering. I think that'll be enough woodcutting and fletching for right now. Gonna take out the 1,123,000 coins I got here. It was quite a bit. Plenty of time for AFKing over here. New cash stack. 4,743,000. Still within the range of what we're gonna need later, or be able to have. We'll figure that out later. But that's also enough Necromancy. 2.5 days to get a 99 new skill. I'd say that's pretty good. We will not be escaping the changes made with Necromancy in 2023 as we return back to looking at 2004 here. Things have changed in a significant way for us. But we will get to that when we get to that. And we will get to it by moving through a handful of updates here. On August 12th, 2004, there were 42,500 concurrent players, new peak player count, and the servers were getting a little bit low on spare bandwidth with all the people connecting. So they purchased more bandwidth at the busiest of locations, so people should still be able to continue playing without the servers lagging too badly. No additional new worlds this time, because the problem was the bandwidth and not the space on the worlds. So eventually there will continue to be more worlds, though. That's for sure. On August 17th, 2004, Zamorak Godletters 23. Now, on the website. And also, if you've been paying attention to the Godletters over the years here, you could get some little bits and hints at future updates. So, go sleuth your way through the Godletters. See what might be coming next. A feature that's continued, more specifically in the postbag for the hedge later. Always fun to get some little hints about what might be coming up, along with all the other posts about things. On August 24th, 2004, we continue to have problems with the number of people that are playing the game. The Friends server was struggling at peak times, with everybody trying to message all their friends and showing who's online to everybody. It was not quite up to the task, so large parts of it were rewritten. It was given more memory, which very much helped, and overall now 4 times faster, so should work just fine. Some monsters had their combat levels fixed. They were still the same strength as they were before this update, but just the numbers were corrected. Combat levels are sometimes a decent way to determine how strong things are, and sometimes they're really, really not. Especially as levels and things have changed over the years. We will get to that in a little bit here. Because the main thing we're doing is the next quest. Troll Stronghold. Requires Death Plateau, 15 agility, and after a update in 2012, requires 30 thieving instead of just recommending it. We've got plenty of those levels. No problems either way for us. We're also going to need climbing boots, so we can buy some of those when we get back over there. And even though the only thing we need is climbing boots, we're also going to go and get some food, because it's going to be incredibly necessary. And also some runes for teleporting away should be at the top of our list. Let's go get the best we can. I'm gonna get some sharks. Please ignore this dwarven woman here, Freda. Tenzing is here until 2012. And we need to get some boots. Talk to Tenzing. Hello, Tenzing. Hello there. From the boys in town, you really gave the trolls a thrashing. Keep it up. Every little bit helps. I will. Anything else you need? I need some climbing boots. I don't see why not. Let me see what I've got in your size. Standard boots for 12 GP. Perfect. And here are the 75,000 boots from 2010. Don't need those. Don't need those. Stats on climbing boots. Nothing. Nothing at all. I'm going to take... Let's keep the boots lightness. They're slightly awkward to get back. So now, we need to go and start the quest. back over in Berthorpe, probably. We've got what we need here. So we can wear the Boots of Lightness until we actually need to use the climbing boots. That's probably the reasonable way to do things here. Get a little bit more of that lightness going. Did look into it, and for whatever reason, rune armor is wildly light compared to even some other armors. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Anyways, we need to talk to Commander Denolf, I believe. Hello. Welcome back, friend. How goes the fight with the trolls? I'm afraid I have bad news. We made our attack as planned, but we met unexpected resistance. What happened? We were ambushed by trolls coming from the north. They captured Dunstan's son, Godric. We tried to follow, but we were repelled at the foot of their stronghold. Anything I can do to help? The way to the stronghold is treacherous, friend. Even if you manage to climb your way up, there will be many trolls defending the stronghold. Start. Troll stronghold. I'll get Godric back. Saradomin be with you, friend. I would send some of my men with you, but none of them are brave enough to follow. So we need to go do this ourselves. Because of course we do. And this is right after last time, where we got Dunstan's son, Godric, into the Imperial Guard here. So, it's been one attack. And apparently they let the new recruit come on the daring raid on Death Plateau. So, maybe not the best choice there, I wouldn't say. And he was immediately captured. So, that's not great. This would be the time where we would go take the shortcut around to be safe. But we don't have that luxury. Because the shortcut is 2012 shenanigans. Technically, I mean, I'm not even sure if that even goes to where we need it to go to. All this area is completely changed. So instead, we are going to assault Death Plateau the dangerous way everybody tells you not to go to Death Plateau. Climb these rocks. Danger! Death Plateau is not named that for a joke. If you continue down this path, you'll be assailed by trolls. If you're not prepared for that, you should turn back now. Prepared as I'll ever be. They got thrower trolls along this cavern here. So we're going to use Protect from Ranged. This would have given us 100% protection pre-EOC, which would have been great. It would have reduced the damage to almost nothing pre-Necromancy in 2023. But along with that, many low and mid-level monsters were made significantly stronger. Honestly, more of a rebalancing back to close to what their stats would have been pre-EOC. But prayer still only protects 50%, so they're actually a lot worse. Actually a lot worse. Luckily, we've got some stats under our belt here. 91 combat, base 75's melee, got prayer, got health. So, in theory, we should be okay. So we're going to protect range, switch to magic to teleport out if things are looking horrible, and chug sharks if necessary. So, protect from range. Let's get it. We can also technically go and turn on the defensive prayer. Might be helpful. But we got out of that better than I expected. We've got good defense. We're wearing melee armor to their range attacks. We got a lot going for us here, which is nice. We will see if that continues against the next bits here. Here's some guards coming out of the other entrance, the 2012 entrance. And now we climb over the rocks into the next bits of the troll lands here. Agility and venturing forth, clambering over some cliffs where we can't get past some rocks, taking a little bit of damage when we mess up and hurt ourselves. Overall, making our way to where we need to be. Climbing over more rocks, hurting ourselves even more, fantastic. And heading down into a pit here. We got troll spectators and a troll named Dad. Open the arena gate. No human pass. I'm gonna protect from melee as we fight Dad here. No human allowed to pass unless they defeat Dad. Fair enough. And this is the point where we again come up against the everything is much stronger now system. For a lot of monsters, especially in this level range, they've got like 4 times more health, do 4 times more damage. So it's going to change some of our training methods as well. But so far, we're doing okay. Was wondering if the rune hatchet was going to be enough for today. If it wasn't, we could have always went and purchased a dragon mace. It would have been just fine. This is a fight where range or magic probably would have been okay too. Probably magic would be the best, especially with the whole combat styles, weaknesses, and all that. But that would require us going and getting magic gear and everything. Not particularly worried. When we're getting close to the end of the fight here, we're going to turn off the prayer in order to save it for the next fights and all that. We're still also not getting full healing from the sharks, which is also not great. Turn off now. We still have another fight we're going to get into. And we're going to want to use some prayer for that one too. Technically we could have gotten a prayer potion, but Stop, you win. Not hurt Dad. I'll be going now. So we can talk to Dad here. He doesn't seem interested in talking. He was a bit aggressive there. Didn't get any Dad lore. This came straight at us when we walked in here. My goodness. But now we can head straight past. Here we've got some mountain trolls. Chilling. They aggressive? Doesn't seem like it. That's fine. Into a cave with even more mountain trolls. It is a long distance up here. And out here into another section of all of this. This is Trollheim, which may or may not have all these agility shortcuts and everything. So we're just going to go around. Protect from range against the thrower trolls here. They don't seem too accurate. So we got that going for us. And with that, we can get around to the Stronghold, where, unsurprisingly, we got even more trolls. We got trolls and trolls and trolls galore. Quite impressive. Enter a cave. Just keep on going as far as we can here, trying to get to the Troll Stronghold, which is where we are now. So now we just need to find the captured sun. Got a prison door here, but it's locked. I'm gonna go get a key. And who would have a key? The leaders. Or a prison warden, but they're trolls. They're not quite that bright. So we're just going to go and beat up the strongest trolls we can find. The troll generals. They're level 91. We're level 91. Should be a pretty fair fight. Except we're bringing a bunch of sharks and protect from melee. So we'll see how it goes. Our accuracy is even worse than it was against Dad. They got a significant amount of health. One positive of the changes to all the combat is the way that combat experience is now calculated. Instead of being basically random and chickens being wildly better than everything else, we now get the same amount of experience for doing the same amount of damage. So basically we want somewhere where we have 100% hit chance, ideally. And with enough health that we don't kill it in too few hits. Because overkill damage is still don't get any XP for that. Maybe changing up some of our training methods again. Luckily we are already 60 plus in all stats here, so that makes the first bits of training not as big of a problem. We will see. We will see. So far we are taking out the troll general pretty effectively. Almost out of prayer. That's okay. It got us where we needed it to get us to. And it would have been much more effective previously. Stay high health here, because now without the prayer, you can hit twice as hard. There's a key, some bones and stuff, not worried about that. Might be an interesting shield we could get in here. Not too worried about it either way. Eventually we're going to be moving on to two-handed weapons, especially for melee here. Because with the evolution of combat, two-handed weapons are just literally 50% stronger. Prison key in the door. And we unlocked it. Also kept the key in there. It's unlocked. Perfectly good. And the prison key, unsurprisingly, goes to the prison, where we find just Godric, because he's the only one in prison. Pickpocket, Twig, level 75. We failed miserably. So we can fight Twig here, or we could probably also try to reset it. Ow. Protect from melee is pretty great. Even 50% less damage is still 50% less damage here, so I'll take what I can get. And at this point, what I can get is nothing. We could always have gotten a prayer potion, but that takes even more effort. With the changes to combat stats, I'm going to be looking over what we're fighting in each quest even more specifically. So we don't get surprised by something that's 4 times stronger than I expected it to be. Here is the cell key. Unlock the cell. Fantastic. Here comes Godric. Hi, Godric. Thank you, my friend. And he's leaving. Hey, you going? Can't talk to him. He's going. He's just... It's not an escort quest. He's just leaving on his own. I don't know how well that's really going to go for him, because he went out this way. That pops us back over here. I mean, I guess this is decent. From here we can get back to the safe path beyond Death Plateau. So realistically there's no trolls between that exit and Birth Warp, so actually not the worst plan going that way. Not that he would have probably known that. I don't think they assaulted into the prison there. Either way, now we need to get back to Birthwarp 2. Could just teleport to Falador. Probably would be safer. Just gonna run back through here though. No prayer this time. Ready on the sharks. Ow. Ow. More accurate that time. Thanks. Prayer does not decrease their accuracy at all. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We made it and only used most of our sharks. The dangers of things being 4 times stronger than they were just before. Always interesting to see what new developments we need to deal with as updates continue here. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. And speaking of developments, talking back to Commander Denolf. Hello. Welcome back, friend. I have freed Godric. Oh, what great news. You should hurry to tell Dunstan. He will be overjoyed. I mean, Godric went ahead of us, so I assumed he already came back. Well, I guess we'll find out. Has Godric returned home? He is safe and sound, thanks to you, my friend. I'm glad to hear it. I have very little to offer you by way of thanks, but perhaps you will accept these family heirlooms. They were found by my great-great-grandfather, but we still don't have any idea what they do. Quest complete. We get 1 quest point. And that's pretty much where it ends. We do get access to Trollheim and the Troll Stronghold, but not access to God War's Dungeon, because that doesn't exist. And we don't get 2 XP lamps, giving 10,000 XP each in any skill level 30 plus, which would have been Herblore. This would have been 20,000 Herblore XP. But that doesn't exist until 2008. So, what we get instead would have been a Law Talisman and the ability to craft Law Runes. Not that we would actually have had the ability to craft Law Runes, because the Law Rune altar is on Entrana, and we cannot go to Entrana much at all. Especially since we would have to mine the essence and then bring it to Entrana, and then we couldn't bring our pickaxe there. Generally, making Law Runes is not really going to be a thing. At least for a while. In 2008, the Law Talisman was removed and the XP lamps were added. And that's great. That's great for people in 2008. If we destroy these mysterious lamps, can we reclaim them in 2008? If you drop this lamp, it'll be destroyed. You can tame another from Dunstan. Reminder, 2008 me, come get your 20,000 XP. Destroy all the lamps. Sad times. But at least they're not gone forever. That would have felt even worse. Alright. And also, since the Law Talisman doesn't come from here anymore, and hasn't been changed to where it comes from in 2008, we couldn't get a Law Talisman even if we wanted to right now. Similar story with a lot of the talismans, really. But we're not really rune crafting up a storm just yet. So I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. A few changes over the years. 2008, 2012, 2013, 2023. All in all, we managed. We managed. And that, for now, concludes the troll section up here. We'll be moving on back to the jungle. next time. Goodbye.